Hey everyone, welcome back to another plan with me, and this week we're going to be using this kit from my Etsy planner sticker shop, and this one is called New York Minute. This is one of my super old kit designs, and honestly one that I really kind of do want to redesign in the future, but I just didn't really have any other kits that I really thought would fit this week, so I just chose this one to do. So if you would like to purchase this kit, I will have a link to it below to my Etsy sticker shop. So the theme of this kit is inspired by I don't know, I guess a New York loft apartment kind of vibes to it and just things like that. It's definitely one that I feel as far as the story being told through the images in the kit doesn't necessarily tell as much of a story as I like my kits to do. So this is definitely one in the future I would like to kind of redesign and incorporate more iconic New York imagery in there. This one was definitely a little bit more of a low-key kind of New York inspired kit. And as someone who has never been to New York, I just really don't have a lot of experience with it. And I know that some people idolize cities or they always have dreams of going places or, things like that. And for me, that was always I dreamed of going to Paris, which I was very fortunate to actually get to do. But I know a lot of people dream about going to New York, and I don't know why, but I feel for me personally, New York just has never really called out to me. I definitely think in the last few years, New York has seemed just a tiny bit more appealing than it has in the past. But growing up, I never dreamed of going to New York. And I know that's so funny because I know a lot of people really do love New York or live in New York or travel to New York or, whatever it may be. But I don't know, I've just never really had a personal calling or attachment or yearning to go to New York. But I'm definitely more of a homebody type of person, small town kind of vibes. So I just think that New York is too busy and just too fast paced for me. So I've never really had that desire to go to New York, but I do kind of like watching videos of people who live in New York or people who travel to New York. I can definitely get behind those kind of videos. But as far as for me personally, I just don't know if that would ever be in my cards or not. But either way, I don't really have much of a topic to talk about this week. I guess really the only thing that's kind of been on my mind just the last, I think the last week is trying to plan a summer vacation with my boyfriend and his families. But the idea did come up and we were kind of figuring okay, well, when do we want to go? Where do we want to go? Where do we want to stay? And I'm definitely the kind of person that whenever it comes to organizing things like this, I feel I just kind of naturally take a little bit of a lead to that, just because I feel sometimes if I don't step up and try to make the plans or the action, sometimes it just doesn't really happen. So it's one thing that I've been kind of doing lately and kind of planning things out or looking at different options of things that we could do or where we could go. And there's definitely this area in Florida that I have been to twice now, and I really, really enjoy it. It's really nice, quiet, low-key kind of area, beautiful beaches, very private, I will say, not public beaches or anything like that, which I have had my fair share of going to all different kinds of beaches, on the Florida Panhandle, and I have definitely decided that the more low-key an area is definitely my kind of vibes when it comes to vacations. I've definitely done a lot more busier places and they're fun for what they are, but for me personally, like I said, homebody, small town, slow pace is definitely more my style. So there's definitely this area that we have been to a couple times that we are thinking of going back to because my boyfriend and I have been there, but his family has never been there. So we thought it might be fun to try to take them there, his parents and his brother and wife, is kind of plan a fun low-key beach vacation. But so I have been going through the not the stress, but the task, I will say. I've been going through the task of, trying to research places to stay, what's going to be a good price and, something that will fit everybody's needs and things like that. And there's definitely this really cool beach house that we've stayed at twice now, and we absolutely love this place, but it definitely does all hinge on who's going, who can make it, when can we go. So it's all about those little details of trying to coordinate everyone's schedule and everyone's needs and everyone's like price points and things like that. So I definitely have been playing a little bit of like travel agent this week, trying to like make it all work. And it's funny, I was actually on Zoom last night with my boyfriend, and I was like screen sharing him all these locations, and we were talking it through and trying to figure out like what is the best, option for that. So that has definitely been on my mind lately, is planning a vacation. It's actually been, it's been a couple years since our last vacation, and I think before 2020, I had not gone on a vacation in like 10 years or anything like that. Once again, like my family, we just don't like plan a lot of things like that, and it really kind of takes someone to like light a match under everyone's tail to really kind of get a plan together for things like that. So for the longest time, we hadn't taken a vacation, and then in 2020 was like the first year we had planned a vacation, and we all know what 2020 was like. So that was definitely a very different kind of situation, with like trying to figure out, how to navigate the current climate of the world on vacation and things like that. So we went in 2020, and then I think we went in 21, 22. So we went 3 years in a row for vacations that we had not been on in, like I said, over like almost 10 years. So then after that, we kind of had like a little bit of a vacation drama or whatever. So we kind of took a couple years off from it. And I feel like now we're kind of like, I kind of want to go back and have another vacation. So that's where we've been at planning that for this summer. And as you guys know, like all of these vacation things, you have to do so far in advance or it just will not happen. So we're really kind of a little late in the game already, trying to plan something right now here at the end of February for, I don't know, June or July of this year. So hopefully it'll all come together, but it's always so hard just like wrangling up everybody and like trying to get everybody on the same page and figuring out when we can all go. And so that's what I've been working on lately, and I just kind of have a hope that it'll all turn out. But if we have to do like a little, divergent plan, we will make it happen. So either way, that's something that I'm really been excited for, and I love having something to look forward to, like it's a vacation or a fun event or something like that, because it really is so nice, like having something to look forward to. And it definitely just kind of gives me that little bit of like motivation to like, okay, I want to save money because I want to save for this vacation, and I don't want to like do any extra spending on things. And, trying to just like have something to look forward to is always like something that I feel like for me, I got to have a goal in mind so that I can like stay on track. And this might be a topic for next week, because I am almost at the end of this video and I feel like I cannot tell this story in a quick enough manner. But I have definitely had all kinds of different, like I said, vacations, like beach vacations, where like we went somewhere like really busy, we went somewhere like moderately busy, and then we've tried like different formats. Like, we've stayed at like a condo before, we've stayed at like a mega condo, and then, we've stayed at beach houses several times. So I've definitely kind of like gotten I would say a relatively good array of experiences, and I definitely have some stories to share with you guys, because there is definitely one of those situations I would absolutely never do again. But like I said, I don't really have enough time to explain that story, so I might save that one for next time, and that can be our topic for next week. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this little randomy chit chat. Like I said, I don't really have a lot of topics, so once again, if you guys ever have any topics you want me to talk about, definitely leave those down in the comments below. Otherwise, you just get stuck with me rambling on about whatever is on my mind at the moment. So either way, like I said, I will have a link to this kit below if you do want to purchase it. And that is pretty much it for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on social media. Links are below. And until my next video, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.